Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out. He knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
On.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? Tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
What's your feedback, Marky? Do you think more options are better?
1. Give him a 1.
A 1?
Hello and welcome back to Great Scott Gamers. My name's Dave.
My name's Mark.
And we're heading back to the office in the Stanley Parable. This is a game for the PS Plus this month, so let's have a look-see.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Well, I guess it's about Stanley.
Worked for a company in a big
so.
building where he was employee number 427.
It's going to be some kind of parable.
Employee number 427's job
Seems
was
so.
simple. He
427.
sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
To what end?
That's exciting.
Although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Let's change that.
And then one day,
There's some
something
discontent
very
in
peculiar
his life.
Yeah.
Something that would
Some
forever
uncertainty.
change
Let's
Stanley.
torture the poor guy.
Something he would never
Yeah.
quite forget.
He met a woman.
He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Did you hear when that happened?
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting.
Yeah, I mean,
or
what were
even
you supposed
say
to do?
Hi.
Mm.
Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Did he now? What can I do? What agency have I got here? Oh, I can crouch. What's that say?
Oh.
Tradition.
Something days. Mate days.
All I can do is crouch. Oh, can't go in there.
Can you not open doors?
Nope.
You've not unlocked
All
that
his
skill yet.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his
Are
co-workers.
you hiding under here?
That's
Are
about
you-
like my job at the moment.
Yeah? Oh, I turned the computer off. I do have some agency.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
We'll see about that. I like work. What? I like work. I just hate my boy.
Hate my boss.
I thought you said I hate my boys.
I hate my boys, but I like work.
Yeah. Turn off all the computers. Save energy. If there's nobody in the office, I might as well save some energy, right?
That father went out for a pack of cigarettes, but secretly just went to work forever.
Yeah. At the place that nobody else works anymore. Right, what's going on?
Is that coffee spillage near the filing cabinets?
Right, it looks like
It
it.
is.
Let's examine it. I hate Mondays.
I can't believe you spilled your coffee.
No.
Oh,
It was clearly
You spilled your
before I got
coffee.
there.
the meeting room. You can't go in.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Did he enter the door on his left?
Hmm.
Because right's always right, so
Right,
left
as
is
always, right. But the announcer told me I had to go to the left.
yeah, but he obviously doesn't realise that right's always right.
Hmm. It's true. Well, let's see what he thinks.
Following the orders.
Following orders.
Like a little Stanley.
It's like
Parable.
Stanley always did. Following orders. That's what he does.
You're doing
Yet
the role
there was
playing.
not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Do not alter without consulting whiteboard manager. Wait. I can't alter. I have no way to do
Oh,
that.
what's
Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure your slide has a slick blue graphic in the header and throw so. What?
I guess it just
Just
automatically
changes
goes.
automatically, yeah.
Oh, pie chart. Well,
Sound
everything is okay
core
then.
value. Yeah, everything's fine.
Broom closet.
Oh, I can open the broom closet.
Get in there.
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Did he now?
There was nothing here. No choice to make, no path to follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
God damn it, announcer.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked
Downstairs,
upstairs
downstairs.
to his boss's office.
You're supposed to walk upstairs to the boss's office, though?
No, downstairs.
Upstairs is red as well. Oh, the executive bathroom? Hell yeah. You know how much I'll have to pee, Marky?
Oh, what's that on the wall?
To be rich, is it a crime? To commit crimes, isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to pick just one. Extreme bathrooms. This is my kind of
This
game,
is-
Marky.
This is pretty extreme. I quite like a bathroom that I can walk to, like walk from one end to the other, and it takes more than a few seconds.
Yeah. What's in here? I'll never know.
It just adds to the desperation of needing to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
2845.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped
Well, there you
into
go.
the newly opened passage.
You put on a lottery ticket.
Yeah, a bit of cause and effect going on there. If you hadn't told me, would I have known? Would you still have pushed the button? Oh, I'm in the back room.
Well,
Marky. This is kind of like...
I mean, what if Stanley is actually the announcer? What if he's just talking about his past life?
yeah.
Because how else would he know?
This is a bit like Superliminal, isn't it?
Oh, Superliminal was fun. It was just like really satisfying to stop you from going places.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
You can't go back that way, I'm guessing.
Oh, you can.
Whoops, nope, never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up. Silly me. Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
Okay, I see you.
What are you going to do now?
I don't know.
Gonna go
I
back
don't
to the
think I've-
boss's office?
I guess I go back to the boss's office, but there's nothing else to do, right?
That's the game.
That is the game. That was it. Did it.
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have, an incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow! I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
Jesus, the sarcasm is real.
Yeah, I guess I go back down then, because there's nothing here.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
That's a regular Davy narrative.
It is?
He goes up, then he goes
Surely
down.
this time Stanley will walk forward
Then he goes
into
up
the
again.
spooky corridor, won't
And
he?
down.
That's the entire video. Just me going up and down the elevator. What's all these stuff on the floor?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Well, that sounds like a great idea. Let's do
Escape
that.
or mind control facility.
There's no way out,
Oh.
Marky. What have we done?
What have you done?
Maybe I should push the big button, Marky.
There doesn't seem to be anything else you can do.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television
Cerebral?
screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength?
Your name's Professor Eggs.
Professor Eggs. Oh. The question is, which button will I push this time?
You should push the big one with the camera on it.
Okay.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Oh.
Well, there you go.
That's very Matrixy, isn't it?
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control?
Look, there's someone that just says fired.
Was this the only
Yeah.
reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it?
How do you get
blindly?
fired from a mind control facility? Like, how does that
Oh.
even happen?
Probably out of a
No.
cannon.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Apparently. Oh.
Seems like.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Console disabled.
Well, that's not what you want.
No. Hmm.
There he goes.
There
Right
we
into the
go.
middle of the into the middle of the weird red arena.
Yeah, I actually thought it was going to kill me, to be honest, but it didn't. Mind control idle awaiting input.
Now you'll be the mind controller.
Yeah. System power.
And when at last he found the
Offer
source
on.
of the room's power, he knew it was his duty, his obligation, to put an end to this horrible place and to everything it stood for.
On.
Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself.
Oh.
Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
What are you gonna do, Davey?
Oh, dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine.
Okay.
But I'm going to destroy it first, so you
no.
can't.
Oh no.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley.
Let's see on the
That's
screen.
30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30
No, on the
seconds
screen's
until a
from-
big boom and then
What?
nothing. No
Here?
ending here. Just
Yeah.
you
It
being
says goodbye,
alone.
employee 427.
Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Ah,
Oh, you died?
I did. I died. That was it. The Stanley Parable. Clearly didn't know what I was
That's the
doing
end.
there. Oh, I'm
Oh,
back.
you're back?
Back at my desk.
At your
Right,
office?
Here we go. This is the one.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed
Oh,
a
he's
guy.
speedrunning it, folks. He's
Speedrun.
speedrunning it.
Speedrun. Let's do it. You know what this means?
When Stanley came
Take
to
the
a
right.
set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Well, let's go to the. Let's go
Employee
to the
lounge.
lounge. I love an employee lounge.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Oh,
Let's
there's
do
room
that.
to the back.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh, I know, I've fallen for that before. First open door on my left, though, what's this?
What's in there instead?
The
Plans.
drawing room.
Devious
Stanley was
plans.
so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Oh, look, I'm in portal now. With no portal gun. Penalty for
Do
misuse.
not jump from the cargo lift whilst it's in motion.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Gonna give him a chance.
Are we gonna give him a chance?
Now listen carefully, this is important.
Pick
Stanley walked through
the blue
red
door. Well, you would have picked the blue door anyway.
Yeah, of course I would. Hang on, there's a keycard door here that we could go through. Let's not do anything that he wants us to do. Ah, we don't have a keycard though. Maybe that's something we can get somewhere else. Let's do the blue door. I do love blue.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red
We walked through the blue door.
Back through the blue door.
I still don't think we're communicating properly.
There's only a red door.
Stanley walked through the red door.
There's a blue door.
The blue door.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Just giving you a third option.
Third option, but he wants me to go in there now. So what do we do? I mean, we are back at the beginning now, though.
You could just go down the middle door again and see how angry you could make him.
Yeah, that's true. Uh-oh.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here.
What's your feedback, Marky? Do you think more options are better?
1. Give him a 1.
A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Oh.
Oh, there's a leaderboard.
Good old Neil.
Neil. 2 seconds. Total doors open, doors attempted, steps taken, endings achieved. Huh. Only the worst 3% of players chose the blue door. 98.9%.
You're objectively ranked. What were you ranked? The
930.
bottom.
Alright.
Why not ask your friends for help? Friends list is empty.
Why don't we go back to this room? Oh, it's the same way.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking
Give him a
through
one.
doors? Again,
Give him a
honest
one. Give him a one.
answers, please.
Give him a one.
Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
Oh, we're getting a loading screen.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Bye, baby.
Oh.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Oh.
What we're getting this time? Oh, this is Firewood, or what's it called?
What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's
Fireside or something?
What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower, perhaps for some sort of twisted erotic purpose.
Oh, I can't jump.
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward.
You got your first trophy, did you say?
Yeah, that's what it came up and said.
Well, there you go.
What the hell is this? I think I've seen this before.
Yeah, I think this is actually the start of a different game.
Yeah.
Probably made by the same developers.
Could be. I can't do anything with this.
You know what? I guess you're playing a different game now.
I guess we're playing a different game. Can you change the title?
Oh, no. No, it can't be.
What?
You just can't.
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly, block it off.
Fuck off. Jonesy Lee.
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley.
Oh, because he would have had to have created the open world.
Off into that
Yeah.
thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game.
Let's find another
Preferably
game.
something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
Where the face? Oh wait, there's a gap in the walls.
Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
He stopped you.
The end is never loading. Oh,
Oh,
it's
Rocket League!
Wonderful.
League.
See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Well, I guess we're gonna fall down the big hole in the middle.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here?
It's not even a hole.
There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley,
Sports ball.
I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Alright, it is actually the ball. Yes. Oh, I can move
Score a
faster now?
touchdown.
Yes, look at me go.
Do your boobs feel bigger now?
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is
This
this
is actually fun.
Is it better than my miserable little story that I... Hold on. What are you doing?
I'm the ball now.
I am the ball now.
The beer.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I
Fucking
can't
brothers.
help you.
Violent
How will
comics.
you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Oh, this is dark. Oh no.
Pale under D for darkness.
Can you hear the whoosh? Uh-oh. Where am I now? What fresh hell is this? These doors are just painted on.
In the back rooms.
Oh no. Is this a horror game now?
It's a horror game now.
I don't like it.
Just wait for the zombies.
There are zombies?
I don't know, I've never played this.
That would be pretty horrible.
It wouldn't be fun if there was zombies though.
No, I don't have any agency. I can't do anything. Oh. This definitely looks like I shouldn't be here. But there's a light on, so let's follow the light. Oh, it's my office.
It was a
It's not-
singular light as well.
Yeah. I'm back at my old office. But it's like
Back at your
low res
digs.
textures. I can't do anything about it.
I guess that's the wrong way then.
I guess so. I'm so confused.
Oh,
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon.
well, that's dark.
Yeah.
I can
You can wait.
Well, this is the game now.
It says the end is never loading. Oh no, I'm back in my office.
Ah, you've only gone and done it.
I've only gone and done it. Well, I guess this is the game, isn't it? So that was Stanley Parable. We've managed to come back to our office a few times. I guess there's multiple different paths you can take. So let us know in the comments down below if you want to see any more paths, and we'll come back to this another day. But for now, we'll catch you next time for something else.
Bye.